Welcome to Final Whistle Football News, the home of daily football and transfer updates. Subscribe now and join the community of true football lovers. Never miss a moment from the beautiful game. My first news: top 10 players. Real Madrid 3-1 Villarreal. Real Madrid is a different team when Vinicius Jr. is in form. Real Madrid returned to winning ways in La Liga with a 3-1 victory over Villarreal at the Santiago Bernabéu. Vinicius Jr. was the standout performer, scoring twice, one from open play and another from the penalty spot, before Kylian Mbappé sealed the win late on. Georges Micotadze briefly gave Villarreal hope with a fine strike, but Real Madrid remained composed for the win. Madrid's control of possession translated directly into numerical dominance across key passing and carrying metrics. Aurelien Tchouaméni's 97.1% pass completion led all players, while Dean Huijsen, 94.7%, Jude Bellingham, 93.8%, and Dani Ceballos, 91.9%, ensured consistent ball retention through the spine. Álvaro Carreras topped the match with 14 progressive passes and 106 total touches, while Vinicius registered 78 touches in the final third, more than double any Villarreal player. Mbappé and Vinicius each produced 3 or more key passes, and 6 Madrid players completed at least 90% of their passes, underscoring the technical precision that defined Xabi Alonso's side. Villarreal had their moments through Nicolas Pepe and Thomas Partey, each contributing to their side's progressive play and defensive recoveries, but their influence waned under Madrid's territorial control. The visitors' top performer, Pepe, finished with a 95% pass completion and 4 take-ons, but Villarreal's inability to convert progression into final third presence, none of their players exceeded 15 touches in advanced zones, left them chasing the game. Vinicius Jr. delivered an all-encompassing display from the left flank. Beyond his brace, he led all players with 6 key passes, 110 touches, and 78 touches in the final third. His 6 successful take-ons matched his 6 ball recoveries, reflecting both creativity and defensive contribution. With 0.56 XT gained from his actions, Vinicius was decisive in both creating and finishing phases, dictating the match's tempo whenever he received the ball near the box. Álvaro Carreras' contribution was more subtle yet structurally vital. The fullback ranked first for progressive passes, 14, third for touches in the final third, 37, and added 5 ball recoveries. He maintained 91% pass completion and 0.70 XT gain, balancing forward initiative with defensive reliability. Carreras' dual presence on both ends of the pitch typified Madrid's tactical width and progressive symmetry down the left. Franco Mastantuono capped another encouraging performance from midfield. He registered 10 progressive carries, 36 touches in the final third, and 3 take-ons, complementing Vinicius' direct threat with intelligent off-ball movement. His 0.69 XT gain placed him among the game's most influential creators, while his defensive positioning added 4 recoveries. For a teenager still learning Madrid's system, Mastantuono's numbers reflected both maturity and growing confidence within Alonso's evolving setup. My second news is Eddie Howe hails magic Bruno Guimaraes after Newcastle United 2-0 win v Nottingham Forest. Bruno Guimarães got back amongst the goals to help Newcastle United get back to winning ways in the Premier League at St James Park. Guimarães won back possession and opened the scoring for the Magpies against Nottingham Forest on Sunday afternoon with his 25-yard strike dipping into the right side of the goal. It was only Newcastle's second win in the Premier League this season but one. That takes them up to 11th in the table heading into the second international break. Guimarães and Joelinton will now go away with the Brazil squad for friendly matches against South Korea and Japan in Seoul and Tokyo, respectively. Coincidentally, the duo have played at both stadiums previously with Newcastle in pre-season. Eddie Howe on Bruno Guimarães' impact. Newcastle head coach Eddie Howe hailed Guimarães as his side's difference maker during the game. Good performance, Howe told Sky Sports. Not a lot of goalmouth action in the first half, so we had to be patient today. The second half was better. I thought we had control of the second half and we needed a moment to bring us the goal. Bruno's goal was a moment of magic from an unbelievable player. He makes a difference more often than not. We started the season really well defensively. We have been solid and resilient. A good mix for us because you are only a goal away from winning a game. The break has probably come at a bad time for us with the momentum. We will take it and dust the players down and regroup. My last news is Sevilla 4-1 Barcelona player ratings. Marcus Rashford stars on devasting afternoon football. Barcelona were condemned to a crushing defeat on Sunday afternoon, as they lost 4-1 to Sevilla. Here's how their players fared at the Ramon Sanchez Pizjuan. Player ratings. Wojciech Szczesny, 6.5. Could do little about Sevilla's goals, and made a couple of very important saves that prevented the hosts from scoring more. Jules Kound, 5. Off day for the Frenchman, who particularly struggled in the first half. Ronald Araujo, 5. Conceded the penalty that allowed Sevilla to open the scoring, before being taken off at half-time. Pau Cubarsí, 6. Got better as the game went on, but it was still a poor afternoon for the young defender, who continues looks nowhere near as comfortable without Íñigo Martínez beside him. Gerard Martin, 5. Another one that struggled in the first half, and was subsequently taken off at half-time. Frenkie de Jong, 5.5. Poor during Sevilla's dominant spell in the first half, but was better in the second. Pedri, 7.5. Not at his absolute best, but did provide an excellent assist for Marcus Rashford's goal. Marcus Rashford, 7.5. Barcelona's bright spark, as he was against PSG. Scored a wonderful goal to bring it back to 2-1. Dani Olmo, 5.5. Very quiet performance from Olmo, who continues to not be at his best. Ferran Torres, 5.5. Another one that could not make an impact on proceedings. Robert Lewandowski, 5.5. Could not make his mark. His performance was summed up by a costly penalty miss in the second half. Substitutes. Eric Garcia, 7. Drove Barcelona on in the second half, proving once again why he is so counted on by Hansi Flick. Alejandro Bald, 6.5. Good display, won the penalty that Lewandowski missed. Rooney Bargi, 6.5. Looked lively during his cameo, but really should have scored at least one goal before Sevilla got their third. Andreas Christensen, 6. Little time to make an impact after replacing De Jong late on. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to Final Whistle Football News, and turn on notifications so you're always in the loop with the latest transfer news and rumors. One more thing, what are your thoughts on these updates? Comment below.